Right, so we're going to look a bit more in depth at carbs and fats, right? And the first one we're going to look at is carbs. This is quite important to know because hopefully it'll put your mind at rest with the whole carbs make you gain weight thing, right? And we'll start to look at it in a bit more detail here. So when it comes to carbohydrates, right, we've got two different types, right? You might have heard this, sometimes you get taught this years ago, but we all kind of forget it. So we've got simple and complex, right? That's our two different types of carbohydrates, right? So simple carbs, right, are things like, I've wrote this wrong way around, crisp, sweets, chocolate and ice cream, right? Which we all love, they're the foods we love to eat. They contain next to no vitamins and minerals, right? So they don't provide much nutritional value. There's no, as I've said, like micronutrients or vitamins and minerals in them. And the thing with this, right, because of that, they're very easy to overeat because they aren't filling. Foods that contain a lot of vitamins and minerals and fibre, they're filling. They help keep you full so you don't get as hungry, right? The thing with these, so if we look, they give you a big energy burst, right, but you also get quite a quick drop. So they're really quickly absorbed into the bloodstream, which makes it you have energy quite quickly. So they're good for sports and stuff, but generally just for energy levels, they aren't the best, right? However, there's no evidence that they're linked to weight gain. So chocolate, sugar, all these things, we're going to cover this in another video. There's no evidence that is actually linked them 100% to people gaining weight. So that's something to think about, right? Next we've got complex carbs, right? So the big difference, right, with these is they're high in fibre and they've got tons of vitamins and minerals in them. The good thing about that, it means they fill us up and they also give us a slow release of energy. So it'll give us like kind of slow energy through the day. So that's why things like, I find like porridge has got to be the best breakfast in the world for keeping you full and giving you energy. And if we look here, rice, potatoes, pasta, oats, etc. So it makes sense. That's why when we have low carb meals, we don't have as much energy and we feel crap because we don't have that high fibre, vitamins and minerals, and we don't have that slow release energy. So it means we're a bit lethargic, a bit tired, kind of. So here's something to think about. So there's no evidence that they're linked to weight gain. Here is the general rule of thumb. See, when it comes to like this stuff, roughly 80% of your carbs should be complex and about 20% simple. So when it comes to putting into your diet side of things, right, we put the 100 calorie snacks and stuff in, that takes care of that side of things, that means you're automatically doing that. But as we get further in, right, I would say roughly 10 to 20% of your calories could be used for sugar and the rest will take care of itself. If you have 20% of that hit your calories in protein, it will mean roughly 80% will be complex. I hope this makes sense. If you've got any questions, ask us, because this is something that we really want you to try and get quite quickly.